YouTube. That was my fault. Okay, now we're back. We should also still be live on X. So we're bringing X back in the picture. We're bringing Kick back in the picture. We're bringing Instagram back into the picture and YouTube. So yeah, we gonna make it happen today, y'all. But yeah, we were in the vibe. We had the cook-up session going over on this side. I'm not gonna leave this out the way. I'm gonna set this here. I got my smoothie, berry smoothie in the mix. Gotta love it. Hey, bless up. We back in the mix, Johnny. Alright, let's see. So, I feel like it's pretty, we're pretty locked in on this one. I ain't gonna lie to you. It doesn't necessarily need anything more than what it has. But I am curious to see what else I could do with this sample, you know? And so it's only 350, so I'll give it a couple of minutes, you know, explore it a little bit, see what other chops might be in here. Oops. And, you know, then see what happens, you know? That's how I'm feeling for the day. And bring back up Twitch just to make sure everything is good over there. Yep, okay, cool. We're still live on Twitch. Just wanted to make sure. And we're in the mix on, I'm not sure how to edit in Live Cut. I don't know how to monitor the chat from the X side of things. But the X chat should be coming into my ground control if Stream Elements is doing exactly what they say they can do. So hopefully everything is cool there. All right, now. Let's add a couple more in here. We will. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize my face getting cut off and stuff. All right. So this is the one we worked with before. I'm gonna change the color just so I don't accidentally rewrite over it. And then let's see. We're gonna bring that down to. Something's compelling about that little part that. Not all the way out, but. Well, you know, we'll see. Let me go back through, listen to it all. That part is really interesting. This little cut, let me see. Interesting. Oh, don't be skipping class. Subscribe before you go back to school. Go back to your curriculum. James Nail, what up? Yeah, BioShock feel to it. You know, I've heard good things about that game. Yeah, right? Something about that is like super interesting to me. Right? All right, let's see what else we can find in here. This is the full sample. And then I took it and I pitched it down by 4. And we ran it the first time, right? With just this part where it's like, yeah. Except I turned the voices to mono, so it doesn't have that echoing effect when I do that. Hey, right? And yeah, Cam, this sample is from, what's it from? I mean, well, I got it off of Splice. Battery? I gotta check out Battery. I don't know. I've had a drum pack from Stolen Drums that I bought a while back that I hadn't got tired of. So I had just been, utilizing those drums. So like you'll see this drum kit here. Like if I open up, let me switch this screen here so you can oh, why is it blurry? Why is it blurry? Um, what can I do to fix that? I wonder if that's connected to the link camera. All right, nice. That cleared up the iPad screen. Yeah, it's a Splice. Splice would do that to you, man. Get you all the familiar sounds. But so yeah, you'll see here I have like all of the slappy drums and all of that stuff, and a lot of that came from the Stolen Drums pack, and I'll just be in there like that. But yeah, I'll show you. Let me see. I'll pull this down. I'm not sure how well y'all can read that or like how legible it is, but you see here I got the Slappy Drums 1, Slappy Drums 2, and Slappy Drums 3. So sorry, forgot this camera's the positioning is a little off. But yeah, that's from Stolen Drums. Shout out to Stolen Drums on that. And then the sound kits, I got a bunch of other stuff, but a bunch of my packs downloaded from Splice as well. CK, what up? My hand's ashy? Ah, you got me. Nah, they not that ashy though. It's the light. It's the light reflecting. Try first with a nice bass for that sample. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I could probably check out some bass sounds. That would be dope. Use the voice as the lead into the beat, and then I would have that underwater effect in the background. Right, right. So like just for like a different segment of the bass. That would be dope. So yeah, right now I just kind of like it just goes right into it. But yeah, I could definitely explore a little bit of the. And then I was like, this intro part, I don't think I fixed. So I'm gonna cut it out for now. Up till here, I think it was. No, to bar 8. And then back on this sample, I had messed around with the like I think I reversed it. So I took this portion of it, yeah, right here, and then so I flipped it from. Wait, is that the one? No, it's this one. Gotcha. So this sample here, right? Like you can see, I took this section and then I reversed it. Forward, it sounds like this, but then backwards, it's kind of similar, but it just kind of gives a different rise to it. You use the bass first to create a path to the song, then go back with the sample and drum snap. If I feel like I would be able to like. There's certain instruments that just it's a completely different expression. Oh snap, Cam, you not lying. Over on IG, Cam said the drums sound like the Moesha drums. You are not lying. Um, but yeah, no, there's certain instruments that like it just has a different feeling when you can connect to it directly. And so I've only practiced guitar and like string instruments like a very, very small amount, right? But when I got my hands on them, like there was this one instrument that I had called the what was that instrument called? The instrument one, it's this by the company that made the Orba, but it's basically like a digital guitar or bass. And I remember when I was laying bass lines on that after learning like the regular or like the traditional like finger patterns to create chords and stuff like that. I was able to come up with like some really unique sounding bass lines that were really good, but like it's different kind of like just keying in a bass line from like a MIDI keyboard like this, you know? And like, yeah, granted, I would attribute all of that to me not really polishing my instrumental skills or like being an instrumentalist per se. But yeah, nah, it would be nice to have like an actual bass guitar sitting around here somewhere. Who knows? That might be a investment I make one day just to start learning it, just to start exploring it, you know, and to be able to get that tactile feedback because the intuition responds to it a little differently when you have it in hand like that, you know. Um, yeah, like jazz style bass or guitar would be good. I feel that. Second for the outro. Yeah. The second one for the outro, that get that back in let's put this back. Oh, let me record that real quick just to kind of get that. But I was also still transforming these. So let's see what else I can transform in here real quick with it. All right, let's pull this in. So that's let me run it back. So yeah, there's few pieces in there. Few pieces in there that are like compelling in reverse. Not that many though. Maybe this part. Not really. Yeah, so I think just that one, and then maybe hitting it with. Let me see what this sounds like. Forward. And let me see what that might sound like if I shift the speed of it down. Not really that big of a difference. That vocal sample is crazy, CK. I'd take the first 2 seconds, loop it 3 times, and then do the reverse to bring in the drums. And even that reverse pattern makes me feel something different for what kind of drums I want to lay down too, right? Like the way that I laid the drums down with the original part of the sample feels different than what I might do for this. So all right, so something like that, right? And then like with the drums, I feel like it'd be me make sure that that tempo is locked in on those the reversal parts. Uh-huh. Get that locked in real quick. That little shift, let me see. I feel like this is a little early. And then maybe pull this one up here. No, these are both early, so back one. There you go. Alright, now head back to the drums. So let's explore something here. I wonder if that... Was I just not on tempo with it? Let me see. Let me run it back. Or maybe it's... Hold on, let me go to the sample itself. Oh, make it follow. Sounds so crazy trying to get it synced to the tempo. What up, Sharifa? Yeah, we're making beats. We are creating a track for me to lay some lyrics down on. Now we're just having fun with it. The whole first part was done, but I was just messing around with the sample a little bit more. Just to maybe give a different feeling for like the verse portion or the intro. But yeah, that tempo, let me see if it's... So it should still be 80. Right. Okay, so then maybe it was just me. So I'm gonna re-record that. So let me see. Yeah, like the tempo feels like this is 160, which is exactly double of 80. But when I reversed the sample, where the downbeat of the sample is hitting is different than where it was originally on the forward. So let me... So yeah, maybe this just means it's worth me chopping it up a bit further and playing around a bit more with what I get out of it. So let's explore this a little bit more. That's this. Like this, I can turn into two separate notes, right? And then I will pull down the sustain of it a little bit. And then on these other note, I'll grab the other part of it. Let's see, we'll copy this. We'll paste it here. And then on this, the key of execution is A#0. So is it here? So it should be in the same key. Yeah, okay, cool. And then we'll pop in here and then grab this second part. See, so that gives me a lot more freedom with where it falls in the on the tempo. And then let me all right, let me see some. Right? And that's just with two pieces of it. And then I can still explore a little bit more of what's in there. Something. So something along that lines is what I want. Hey. That's not the symbol. Oh, maybe one of those, right? Like something. That shit's so loud. I want that to hit at like a 60 velocity or something like that. Let me see if I can pull this back. And bring the velocity down. Alright, something in there. And maybe the pitch. I need to change the pitch on this cymbal a little bit. Right? Right. Alright, let's see where that note is sitting. That's on C3. Let's see if that's where it says it is. We'll hop in here. We'll close this out. C3. No. C#2. Okay, that's where it is. On the input note. Right? Like after those kind of hits. Doom. 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 Let me see how that feels. Right. That's Hey there, Winky Bella. Oh, we got solicitation. Oh yeah. Definitely turning it down still from here. Like that cymbal. I just wanted to get it in there. Like this is probably, like I was saying, probably like a 60. That second hit wasn't supposed to be there. I'm on pencil mode. Getting the cymbal down to like a 60 velocity would probably sound nice. Let me see there. Right? Like something in there, like a little more subtle even. Maybe like 50. Right. Right there too. Right. Right in there with that. Let me see. Let me see how that feels from the top. Well, that was good. I like that spot too. Not there though. Right in there, but like lower. We need that note to hit at like 40 velocity. Nice. Something subtle. Oh, nice. James Nail. Are you going for the resonance on the hit or just the hit? That's a good question. I think more of like the resonance. I do have some hats here. That I can kind of like program in there too. The only reason I was doing it like this is that, so this is Logic Pro on the iPad. And so technically, like it does let you do, well, I'm not sure what your regular DAW is, but like you see how I have MIDI already laid down here on this drum track? This is a summing stack. And so each instrument has its own layer, but if I try to use the MIDI in this way, it'll either, pitch that one instrument or, manipulate it in a strange way. So I record all of it on that summing stack. But if I were to record where there are already MIDI notes placed, so for instance, if I record here, trying to get those hi-hats in where I already laid down percussion, if I stop it, you'll see it's gonna replace everything underneath it. And so I do have the option to select different like takes. So I can say, oh, go back to the first take, and that'll bring back what I laid down. But I would have to alternate back to the second take, come in here, go to the MIDI notes individually, and then copy just the MIDI notes from that instrument, then go back to the original take, and then paste them in. And I'll paste that at the playhead. And so now that's... which ain't too bad. And that's kind of another approach. Oh, let me bring that metronome back in. right. So then I can bring that in. Whoops, sorry. Yeah, it's like a mini mini production board. Yeah. And then yeah, go back to takes and folders and go back to one. Let me see what happens if I kind of like just that straight hi-hat, but and actually what I might do is just duplicate this whole section. Oh wait, but I want to do that before I paste what's on my clipboard. Here we go. Paste. There we go. And then let's see what the sections. Right? Used to do this for hours on a drum set 4 times a week. Oh man, that's awesome. And yeah, that's what I was like expressing to others as well, right? Where it's like, in order to, like, I commend those who have been persistent in their work, like being instrumentalists or musicians, because it genuinely does take a lot of work and practice and effort. And like, even I was at one point like doing like the finger drumming as like a consistent practice for a while, but I kind of fell off from it. And I'm sure, as you know, James, like there's a lot of like timing is ingrained. It's like a thing of repetition, and so is like the muscle dexterity and like being able to get that syncopation and timing down and just like the feel of it. And so it's definitely one of those things where I'm like, now that I've returned back to this experience, like creating these songs every day for the month of February, it's definitely that reminder for me that, oh yeah, no, that practice, that practice makes a huge difference, you know? And I respect it. And it's just one of those things, like I'm honest with myself about it. There is something that I like about not necessarily, you know, being like a master of this particularly, right? Because I do emphasize my focus on the lyricism, right? Like I'm a lyricist first and foremost. And there is also something novel and unique that can come out of that novice sense of wonder, you know? Um, or not even that it has to be novel or unique, but more so there is a level of simplicity that can be like almost forcibly attained and attributed to a song with that novice approach. And so I like that because for me as a lyricist, it gives me a lot of space in the beats and the production and all of that, because when it comes to what I'm producing sonically, there's a lot of space and there's a lot of simplicity around maybe the choices of melody or maybe the way that I lay the drums down. But yeah, no complaints on it. And I also do still collaborate with other producers and that kind of thing as well. But yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So as someone who has made money off of music, like, would you still say that you were able to enjoy it as a passion and not, I guess, allow the commoditization of your art to change the way you felt about it? Because that's always something I've been curious about. Mm, I really like how that transitions. Right there is where I need that to come back and copy and paste that playhead. I'm like 2 minutes into the song now. Well, I'll probably have another section here. that here. Here, how about I do it this way? Delete. Get this section. Copy this. Paste that playhead. Yeah, that's real. That's real. I feel that. I mean, the reason I'm approaching my art in this way, the reason why I'm, live streaming is hopefully that I can really tap in with the audience and the true fans and the patrons who just really love and appreciate what I do as a lyricist and as a music artist. And hopefully that really brings in the patrons that would allow me to do what I do from that space of like purity. And when I say purity, I mean untainted by the desires of like a client related contract in that way, right? Like if somebody is specifically requesting you to do something in the way that they want you to do it, that's a different expression of art than just being able to create how you want to create and feel like creating, and being supported by those who are willing to see that through and to join in on that experience with you, right? So that's why I think I've been approaching it in this way. I mean, this journey live streaming is relatively new. I've been doing music for over a decade, and I've had some breaks here and there, but this was an opportunity for me to really bring in people on the behind the scenes aspect of creating the music, right? Like I've also done this series, February Flows, multiple times, right? So from 2019 to 2022, and then took a break 23 and 24. And so being back here doing this in the year of 2025 really gives me that opportunity. And now that I have I made the investment in myself to get the equipment to do this kind of live stream and really bring people into the experience. That was the goal. Um, oh, nice. Cool that you were able to work with Bone Crusher. Nice. Yeah. And so like that's what I'm saying, right? Like just being able to like be in your own element, be in your own groove, or like it's the difference between like um there are those like, and I know this feeling, especially from like my traditional work related business. Let me switch cameras here for a second. Talk to you real quick. Like on the business side of stuff, like I would have like clients doing like graphic design projects or whatever. Let me put my little. There you go. That's what I'm gonna need when I do the official recording anyway. But yeah, like I would have traditional clients doing like graphic design related projects or whatever, right? And typically what that ends up looking like is that okay, you can have some level of creative direction, or like you might base the artwork based on a theme that the client may want you to provide. Or if you're kind of open to any clientele, you're in this space where you end up being accessible to work with just about anyone, right? Where it's like, oh, I might do graphic design for a church or for a law firm or for a business or for a nightclub or for a nonprofit agency, right? And what has to visually translate across all of those different things um, is thematically different and may or may not be inherently rooted in your direct artistry, right? Versus the artists, thank you, Royal, I appreciate that. Versus the artists, right, that are like purely in their own expression, right? Like there's certain artists where it's like, oh, like I do watercolor paints and that's it, right? Like they just do watercolor painting, or there's a calligrapher or someone who does like ceramic sculpting, but they only do like throwing pottery, right? Where they have the wheel, right? So like they have this focus and intention on their specific creation in their artistry, and that's something that I have been doing my due diligence to tap in with as well, right? And so sometimes that does get misconstrued a little bit here, especially during these live streams, bringing you all into this process on the beat making side. But there's absolutely that portion where I get into the writing sessions, right? And then I start to deliver those lyrics, right? And so for me, it's definitely a different kind of space, right? Like I definitely think that it's more likely that you end up having someone trying to commission your work if you're doing a particular kind of art that they can frame or, physically hold and put into their household, right? Versus what I'm doing with the lyricism and music, right? The monetization strategy around music in general is just very different anyway. But, that's another piece of why I brought the live streaming into that. And, just thinking very intentionally about, okay, well, how can I transmute and enable the lyricism to be the forefront of my artistry and speak to people through that, despite any of the other talents or things that they might perceive in the process of me articulating or sharing that art, right? So yeah, that's definitely some thoughts on the matter. But yeah, let's get back to this real quick so I can so I think that little part that I got at the end there is pretty good for maybe let me listen to it without the drums real quick. Hmm. Oh my bad. I hit the wrong button. And how is my see, I tell you, this thing is just picky choosy. Pardon me on that blurry screen, y'all. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Let me see if I switch this out, if it'll bring back the visual. No. Yeah, that iPad is just a little picky choosy about the way it displays. There we go. So yeah, I like that part, and then it'll go into the. Or no, I can make the intro just this part without the drums, and then have it go into the drums, and then yeah, let's just listen to what we got right here real quick. Hey there from Russia. Peace and blessings. Hmm. Mm. Well, genre is a different. Like, that's fair. That's definitely fair to say, James. And I feel you on that. And I would say that I agree to that extent when it comes to genre, right? But, like, what I was, I guess, reflecting on is more so my tendency as a multidisciplinarian, right? And not just a multidisciplinarian, but as someone who has kind of got it out the mud through like creative entrepreneurship. Sometimes I fall victim to monetizing across spaces. Like, say, for instance, as a content creator, I technically know how to edit videos. I know how to do graphic design. I know how to do a little bit of copywriting. And so I might get a project in one day that's like, oh, could you do some graphic design work for me? And if I bend to the whim and be like, okay, yeah, I can do some graphic design, I'm deviating from that path of being a lyricist, right? And really broadening the offer and the opportunity within that space by, you know, reallocating my awareness, attention, and efforts into another discipline that, in effect, I was only sharpening to service the purpose of me becoming better in this particular space, right? Um, so yeah, that's mainly what I was talking about. Okay, I like the way that goes, but let's get it timed in right. And then I don't know if I want that triple hit at the top right here, or not the triple hit, but maybe this hit I want to take out. Let me see. Yeah, let me put it back right there. Let me see. No, that's word. And I respect that. Do you how do you supplement what you do, or is it just that all of your work is like you get called in on a session, you lay down some drums, and like that's the bulk of how you've been able to monetize your efforts in music? Let me think about how I really want that to hit. Oh yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, just kind of like sewing the threads, making it all feed into one another. And then hearing it go into... Okay, that could be interesting. So for the arrangement, let's see what they're doing out there. They are cutting up. Trim up to here, maybe copy this. All right, Psycho Gaming, appreciate you. So right here at the 1, let's see what that sounds if I drop that in there. And then right. Yeah, okay, that's what I want. And then where is that? Right at that part. And then whoop, here. And then we'll bring back in that first part of that sample. Yeah. What up? What up, Gemma Visuals? Peace and blessings. It's like, yeah, man. You can play behind anything, yeah. Oh, man, that's dope. Classical music, too? I appreciate that, Gemma. We having a good time with it. Yeah, nah, that's what I needed. It was just that variation. And then we'll bring it back to that original sample right at the end and then close it out. And then we'll get into the writing session. That's where I want it. Let's tap that in there. All right, now let's listen to it back from the top. Let me see what these drums is doing. Okay. Let's see what we get. Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Okay. Right. Yeah. Oh, that was a happy accident. Let me check on that real quick just to make sure that, like, these two I want to tighten up just a little bit more. I swore I went through and hit all of this. I think that's the one that was off. No, it wasn't that one. Okay. Now this is sounding good. I think I'm gonna get into the writing portion now. Let's see what we can start writing. Thank you, James. Thank you, definitely. And if you're still here, before you go, there's the FF'25 playlist where you can hear all the songs from this month. So definitely check that out when you get off of work. But thank you for being in here. Thank you for the conversations. It's been fun talking with you. Yeah. I'm liking what I hear. Actually, let me see if there's some bass or something that I might want to add into this. Now, y'all, I will say I am atrocious. I am not a pianist or anything to that regard. Yeah, FF'25. So it's on my it's right on my YouTube channel. Should be like the second category. It'll say FF'25, and that's where you'll hear the performance recording of every song that I've done this month. Yeah, so it's for Forever Flows 2025. So FF'25. Let me see if I can find a little. I still feel like them hats is hitting pretty loud, even though I turned them down already. A pretty significant amount. Awesome. Thank you. You have a great day yourself. Alright, let's go into our instrument packages. Let's see. Is it an upright that I want on this? Or maybe just a regular 808 maybe? I'm going to search the uprights because I usually find the vintage soul anyway, which is like a partial match. This was originally on a D sharp minor, and I shifted it down 4 semitones. See, nowadays people are like using AI to create their artwork for them. But what I use AI for is to answer my simple questions like this. Like, if I have a song in D sharp minor and pushed it down 4 semitones, what is the key of the song now? Just because my music theory is pretty trash lately, I should know, right? Like, this is C, D, D sharp. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this would be B. Oh, I was right. So yeah, B minor. By mapping D sharp, right? But what's B minor? Right? Something in there I like. Something in there I definitely like. Oh, Weeda Sauce? You said it's the favorite one so far? That's lit. Thank you. I appreciate that. think that sounded pretty cool. I didn't get locked in until like the second part. Oh, I think it's quantizing my notes. I'm like, what is happening? Yeah. So let's turn off the quantization first and let's see where it was falling. I think this is where I really started to lock in. That part. See what in the form of mallets could belong here or could feel right. Bring down the wetness on this. Nothing too abrasive. It's likely going to fall into the back a little bit just to embellish it. Right there. Something like in that? Yeah. Chaotic dubstep. What up? Something like that. There's a lot of good stuff in there that I just laid down. So let me just recall that and then play it back. Let's see. It's like a light embellishment from the mallets. Man, thank you, CK. I really appreciate that. Honestly, I'm just figuring it out. And I'm remaining patient with myself in the process. Kind of like this first section here. So let's run this part. Maybe going into that part, I want to switch it. So right when the beat changes with the reverse. Right. And take out those lows and just let that da 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 da. Then I'm gonna drop the velocity on that last note to about 65 maybe 40. Kind of needs to sound like a ghost note a little bit. Yeah, to where it's like pulling back. Right. Not this. Yeah, and then this, pull this in. Okay, yeah, I want these to like come right back in. This is gonna be delayed. Was that on the one or? Yeah, it's on the one. I just gotta put the velocity up to like 127. Make it prominent. Yeah, we're gonna pull that note back. Not that far. Right, perfect. Alright, now let's check the other take folders. Take folders 2, what was back here? There was definitely some stuff on, I think, this take, the first take. Let's go back. Okay, there wasn't much on the first take, so it was definitely in the second take. So let me go back to take 2, and let's listen to all of that just to see what I captured. This is when I started going up in the octaves. Like that right there, I kind of like dun, 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 dun. This is like right. That like that's what I want right there. All right, But I think I did have that before. I just want to hear it with what this sounds like right after it. That was on the 3. And then I'll definitely get the bass towards the earlier part of the song too. Okay, it's down here. Yeah, so there's like 3 parts that I want to take from that and put on take 3. Like probably right there, honestly. Right. Right at the 63. Let's take that. Was it 63 or 64? We'll find out in a second. Right after that. Alright. Let's go back to take 2. But just that first part. Right, just a little something to lead it. Appreciate that, We the Sauce. right there at the end, and then I think we got that locked in. So let's go back and listen to that. And then I need to get some kind of bass line going for the initial portion. Did it go to sleep? Yeah, I think it did. And I'm gonna put an EQ on this, on the mallets. Just cut out the low end. Ooh, that little run right there, that little... Interesting. Right before the drop hit, and then... Did it not capture it? Or it did, but it just might have quantized it. Nope, quantization is off. Let me see. It's just real close. Da-da-dum. There you go. Ooh, that's that note right there. That was the missing ingredient. Right there. When that Okay, for this part I'm not sure, but for the other part for sure. That's the line that I want to come in on right there. Yeah. Doo-doo-doo. Alright, let's pull that into the other take. Dang, what bar was that? The 3 of 36, or the 4 of 36. Takes 1. I'm gonna get rid of those and pop this in here. Doo-doo-doo. Right, and hearing that helps me to contextualize all the other bass that I feel like I want to bring into it. Let me rise from the top. Ooh, that lower octave is even crazier. It's just a little too deep. I like that little da-da. Yeah, that's a nice touch. And then if this waits maybe a bar later, that would sound really nice too. Nah, not a bar. Maybe it's not a full bar later. Dum dum dum. Hey, peace and blessings, Falake. Oh, what up, Falake? We just in the creation process. Brand new song every day for the month of February. We are just creating the canvas for today. I'm about to get into the writing session. I'm already over time, honestly. I could have started writing already, but I just got deeper into the creative process on this beat, and it's just been really fun, per usual. Once I really lock in with the intuition and get out of my own way, a lot of fun. Dum, dum, dum. That's also kind of nice where that falls. Wasn't where I was expecting, but it sounds nice. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. I'm gonna let the suspension continue to trickle until the beat changes and bring that note back down. Right. right. Yeah. Alright, let's see. And then this. Cool. I can't let that resolve happen just once though, so I gotta figure out somewhere else where it feels right. And also, this vintage soul bass isn't really letting me get some sustained notes. So let me check on some of these other basses. Maybe the contemporary soul. Let's hear how that one sounds. This one sounds nice. Yes and no. Yeah. Maybe just like a nice reverb that carries it. Bring out all that high end. Bring down all the. Not this one. Delay. Let's chroma verb. High shelf. Let's bring that high shelf down. I got that decay time at like 3 seconds. But we're gonna bring the wet signal down. Oh, and it's also, I got those notes really sustained. What I need is actually to drop the velocity of those notes, I think. If I bring it down to like 80, let's see. Yeah, I think 85 is the sweet spot. Let's bring all of these to 85 and see how it feels. Yeah, but some of them just don't need to be sustained as long. Oh, yep, right there. And maybe put this at 70. Nah, it still needs that initial push. Yeah. Now this thing coming together. velocity of this one down to 75. Maybe 68. Let's try. This is cold. I'm rocking with this. Nah, I needed that last little bit. Let's bring this to 80 flat. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's cold. That's cold. All right, let's figure out what we got in this. The initial couple bars, we good. We don't need nothing. Love that. And let's see what we had in here. I want to play around with that a little. What's up with that? Is that chroma verb talking? Sheesh. Ain't no way that thing's still shaking like that. Yeah, let's lock those in. Let me turn down that just a little bit more. That's what we want. All right, and then let's just kind of play around with just laying that part down for after all of this. Okay, I think that's enough, and then this part. Rescue that line right here. nice, because it breaks with the drum hit. Let's get to writing. I think this is good, right? I think this is good. Let me just check on that low cut a little bit. Alright. Let's get this bounced down and we'll get to the writing portion for today. Good stuff. Yeah, no, this is sounding good. Picked a nice sample for today. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That was good. That was fun. Let's see. All right, turn this off. We're gonna get this going. Save to files. And we should have folder 24 right here. Get that saved. Pop that open inside of Untitled. Showing and closing folder. Oops. 24 stems. That was the 22nd. Whoops. I forgot I didn't have the cycle set. That I forgot to turn the bass back down too. What? Alright, get rid of that. Drag this in there. Cool. Yeah. Alright. Let's get to it, y'all. Let me put this one over here. Alright. Let's hop over into the writing mode. Excited for what I come up with today. We will see. There we go. It's a little bit of a better view for y'all. And then we will pop open the track in Untitled on the computer. And let's see. Hopefully the bass isn't overpowering it too much. Oh, whoops. Why do I forgot to let it fully sync before I close the app. Do I gotta force close it? Let me see what happens if I force close it. All right. Now, No? Still says syncing. Wonder what that's about. Let's get this dragged back in here. I'm gonna do a duplicate just to see if it'll sync quicker. Yep, cool. Man. The bass and the kick are still overpowering a little bit. I'm gonna go, whoops, what did I just do? Okay. I'm gonna add a custom channel EQ. So let me pause it over here and do it on this side. All of a sudden, I can't hear it. What happened? No, I'm not tripping, right? Alright, maybe I just need to exit the app or something and come back, because I'm like, we'll just... Let me close out of it and reopen it. That was a very strange... if you say so. Okay, I guess I just needed to change the instrument patch to recover it. It's a funny way to EQ that, but we'll see. Okay, that should help the bass, and then we also need to do something to help the kick drum. just hitting on way too much low end. We just need that kick in the... Give it a little rise in that 200 pocket. Copy that. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, cool. Hit export. Save, replace. Okay. Alright, nope. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. And let's get rid of these duplicates. Man, that sample is great. Good find, good find. Alright, now we drag this back in here. Day 20. Oh. Not sure why I have 25 beats in here, but probably a duplicate somewhere that I just hadn't cleaned up yet. Alright, let's see. Oh. Should sound a little better this time around. Let's see. I might have silenced the top end a little bit too much, but it'll be fine for our use cases. I have no clue what to write this song about now. Alright, let me actually prepare myself. Let me run to the restroom real quick, and then I'll be back. Then we'll get to the writing. Did I do something wrong? Did it die? I think the pencil died. Let me give it a second to charge while I run to the restroom. Be right back. Well, I forgot to put it on repeat. Sorry, y'all. And that ain't even the one. That was the one from yesterday. Here we go. All right. Pen's back working. I would like to subvert my own expectations on this. Sam, peace and blessings. We're back in the mix. Just cooked up today's beat. A little bit overtime. Because I haven't gotten writing, as you can tell. It's already 5:46, but we were having fun with the beat production, so. Thank you, thank you. Still thinking about how I'm gonna approach it, though. Definitely, thank you. Yeah, just it'd be crazy if I just like switched it up completely and just like had a really aggressive attack on the lyrics on this time around. It'd be crazy. Peace and blessings. direction do I want to take this? I feel like I've talked about so much throughout this entire month. And what I've been like, I feel like I've spoken about certain topics that were already skewing tragic or heavy or whatever. Hey, what's good, Grace? How you doing? Peace and blessings. We're over here cooking up. Just created this beat. We're creating a brand new song every day. You know, the usual. It's the 24th. It's in reverse. Or maybe it's in reverse. But yeah, creating a brand new song every day for the month of February. And since you're popping in on YouTube, definitely check out the playlist, FF'25, if you have not yet already. For those that are listening elsewhere, hop on over to YouTube, because I'm streaming across YouTube, Kick, Twitch, Instagram. Should also still be live on X, but haven't heard too much from that crowd. But yeah, any topic of conversation, thank you, Grace. I appreciate you. That's a nice compliment. Thinking about topic of conversation, what do y'all feel like this beat invites? Like, what would you like to hear me speak about on this particular record? Because I feel like I could talk about so much. And sometimes I make it tragic, sometimes I make it a little bit dark. The end of Black History Month? So, like, you mean it's coming to a close? Like, oh man, like it's getting nearer to the end of Black History Month. How do I feel about it? Or more so like, it's completely going away. Is that the Russian flag? Hello. I don't know what it says, but... like on some Black Power. Well... Well, alright. About you and Pac-Man? Yeah, y'all been rocking for sure. I appreciate that, Grace. We making it happen. And as soon as I figure out how to read Russian, I'll try to engage with those previous comments from you, darling. My bad. I don't even know what you're trying to say. Darling, brother, homie, partner, cousin. I don't know. You know, whoever I'm speaking to, I don't know. I see the name and I can't read it. apparently the pencil fell off sometime and didn't get fully charged, so I gotta like pop it back on there in a moment. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's kind, Grace. Thank you. I appreciate that sentiment. Yeah.
If we call our allies, there's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Mathematicians pick apart my black persistence. My black persistence dissolve my power. Switch out opposition.
Oh, nice. Thank you, Sam. Definitely appreciate that. Yeah.
It's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black persistence, switch out our position. Switch out our position. There's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black persistence, switch out our position. Switch out our opposition. Opposition. Feed all the lies and deny all that we petition. Yeah. Who can we call our allies? There's been too much division.
No wonder I was saying it wrong. I done forgot the word. Too much.
Who can we call our allies? There's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black persistence, switch out our opposition.
Well,
who can we call our allies? There's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black persistence, switch out our opposition. Feed all the allies and deny all that. Yeah. Pick apart my black persistence, switch out our opposition. I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black position, switch out our opposition. Feed all the allies. Feed all the lies and deny all. We call our allies and too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my persistence, switch out our position. Feed all the lies and deny all that we petition. Feed all the lies and deny all that we petition. The way that y'all divide, I swear I must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black persistence, switch out our opposition. Feed all the lies and deny all that we petition. Still I be resistant. Be resistant, can't escape from all your pimping.
I was trying not to go too deep into this one, but I feel like it's going there.
It's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black persistence, switch out our opposition. Feed all the lies and deny all that we petition. I'll be resistant. I once hoped it. Call our allies, it's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black persistence, switch out our opposition. Feed all the lies and deny all that we petition. And still I be resistant. I I once hoped that we could leave the past behind, but y'all quick to hit rewind with the tactics. With the tactics.
Good night, Grace. Take care.
The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black persistence, switch out our opposition, feed all the lies and denial we petition.
Yeah, Wildenfree, forever flowing, the 24th.
Let's go. Who can we call our allies? There's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black persistence, switch out our opposition. Feed all the lies and denial we petition. And still I be resistant. I once hoped that we could leave the past behind, but y'all quick to hit rewind with the tactics. Tactile suppression and misdirection. The 1% wanna keep her aiming her aggression at a skin tone. Yet pigment ain't the classification on how they rigging class.
Thank you, Sam. Yeah.
Who can we call our allies? There's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black persistence, switch out our opposition. Feed all the lies and deny all that we petition. And still I be resistant. I once hoped that we could leave the past behind, but y'all quick to hit rewind with the tactics. Tactile suppression and misdirection. The 1% wanna keep us aiming our aggression at a skin tone. Your pigment ain't a classification on how they rigging class. Your pigment ain't the classification on how they rigging class. And at a skin tone. Your pigment ain't the classification on how they rigging class. Ain't you supposed to be good at math?
Yeah. Wildenfree, forever flowing the 24th. Let's go.
Who can we call our allies? There's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black persistence, switch out our opposition. Feed all the lies and deny all that we petition. And still I be resistant. I once hoped that we could leave the past behind, but y'all quick to hit rewind with the tactics. Tactile to suppression and misdirection. The 1% wanna keep us aiming our aggression at a skin tone. Your pigment ain't the classification on how they rigging class. Ain't y'all supposed to be good at math? Yeah. Your pigment ain't the classification on how they rigging class. Ain't you supposed to be good at math? Your pigment ain't the classification on how your pigment ain't the classification on how they. Your pigment ain't the classification on how they rigging class. Ain't you supposed to be good at math? Ain't you supposed to be good at math? Class, ain't you supposed to be good at math? How they rigging class, ain't you supposed to be good at math? Classification on how they rigging class, ain't you supposed to be good at math? Ain't you supposed to be good at yeah. Your pigment ain't the classification on how they rigging class, ain't you supposed to be good at math? Ain't you supposed to ain't you supposed to be good at the math?
I feel like I can rap about like stuff like this, but I'm wondering how productive it is.
It's been too much division the way that y'all must be mathematicians.
It's crazy. And I hate that I have to feel that way too, you know?
Well, who can we call our allies? There's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black resistance, push out our opposition. Beat all the lies and deny all that we petition. And still I be resistant. I once hoped that we could leave the past behind, but y'all quick to hit rewind with the tactics. Tactile to suppression and misdirection. The 1% wanna keep us aiming off aggression at a skin tone. Your pigment ain't the classification on how they rigging class. Ain't you supposed to be good at the math? class. Ain't you supposed to be good at, man? Ain't you know how they rigging class? Rushing and misdirection, wanna keep us aiming. 1% wanna keep aggression at a skin tone. Aggression at a skin tone, yet pigment classification on how they rigging class. Ain't you supposed to be good at the math?
Peace and blessings, Valia. Or is it Valia? Pardon if I mispronounced it. We're just writing in the writing session for today. Still trying to get it down. I'm still on the fence about how I feel about this verse, to be honest.
Who can we call our allies? It's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black persistence, switch out our opposition. Feed all the lies and deny all that we petition. And still I be resistant. I once hoped that we could leave the past behind, but y'all quick to hit rewind with the tactics. Tactile, the suppression and misdirection. The 1% wanna keep aiming up aggression at a skin tone. Your pigment ain't the classification on how they rigging class. Ain't you supposed to be good at the math?
I'ma start over. It's fine. Sam shit. Word. Right? See, I got you feeling inspired. That's a good thing.
Break away from everything that they do. Break away from away from all the ways they condition our minds for black demise. Bleak demise. Break away from all the ways they condition our minds for bleak demise. Break away all our ways for bleak demise. mostly condition our minds for bleak demise. We energize from the smallest glimpse of inner light. We wanna re-energize from the smallest glimpse of inner light. We wanna siphon out. Siphon out energy. Each other like among us. Find amongst each other, so doubt like among us, whatever.
Yeah. Oh man, that's awesome, Valia. I've been doing this for over a decade, so I've been dropping music since like 2013, 2014, actually earlier. Russian and Turkish sounds pretty cool. Nice composing and writing. Is what are the like? I mean, I'm sure like there are contemporary music genres in that category as well, but curious to know what genres you write in. Whoops. The little wheels on this chair are like not friendly to me right now. Alright, there we go. Yeah.
Is that where I wanted to drop it? Break away from all the ways they condition our minds for bleak demise. Break away from all the ways they condition our minds for bleak demise. Re-energize from the smallest glimpse of inner light. They wanna siphon out energy, make us enemies, and fight amongst each other. So doubt like among us while they
Dang. I literally started rewriting this verse so that I can hopefully make it a little less bleak.
From all the ways they condition our minds for bleak demise, we energize from the smallest glimpse of inner light. They wanna siphon our energy, make us enemies, and fight amongst each other. So doubt like among us while they feed upon us for personal gain. No choice but to play the game. Everything stay the same.
Man, this is frustrating. Because it's like, now that the idea is in my head, the feeling... Alright.
Break away from all the ways they condition our minds for bleak demise. Re-energize from the smallest glimpse of inner light. They wanna siphon our energy, make us enemies, and fight amongst each other. So doubt like among us while they feed upon us for personal gain. No choice but to play the game, and everything's the same. No choice but to play the game. Feed upon us for personal gain. No choice to play the game.
This is bleak. I don't want this song to be bleak. The beat is so nice. I want people to listen to this song and enjoy it and not feel compelled to have to think about moral injustices or tragedies or conflict in a way that is like a heavy mental burden. And I know, like, that's the challenge with being, as a lyricist and one who likes the idea of not just, I wouldn't even say speaking my truths, more so of just like speaking to the times and unpacking the social dynamic in a way that gives people an opportunity to reflect and switch the lighting back, in a way that gives them the opportunity to, I don't know, it's tough. Like, I feel like I've made this kind of music before. I hear it from time to time. But, like, even, I think about Kendrick Lamar, right? And the fact that he has been a prolific artist for the longest time. And unironically, the song that got him to the Super Bowl was villainous in nature, right? It was nothing but, it was an attack against another individual, regardless of race, creed, background, in what that person has done, right? Because I do feel like it was justified. But at the same time, it's more so about the highlight and the emphasis on this track that became an anthem that was a villainous in nature, and to say that, he's had songs like All Right and I Love Myself and all of these other positive, uplifting songs that have brought real meaning into the world and a sense of gratitude and optimism. I just find it funny that, we as a people and certain committees, right, the Grammy board, the selectors of the, Super Bowl, they really championed him only after he kind of got into a villainous stance. Villainous and not necessarily directly political. Like, yeah, there were some political themes sewed in that it still perpetuates the idea. It's definitely what happened with Martin Luther King. I'm not sure if y'all know or understand, but like, Martin Luther King was doing his thing for a while, and he spoke about black prosperity, the rights of black people, and just kind of wanting that privilege of equal autonomy and they were fine with that. But then as soon as he started talking about economic prosperity, not just amongst the blacks, but of all of all minorities who are all being oppressed and kind of, regulated in some way, shape, form, or fashion, right? That's when they decided to kill him, right? And so oftentimes when I have the opportunity to talk about things like this, sometimes it's fine. Like, I can speak from my own perspective, like, oh, I'm black power, black persistence, like, look at all of the great things that us, black people are doing. But that's a fragment of how I actually feel, like, I'm not going to say it's not a part of how I feel, but it's a fragment of how I actually feel, because the reality of the situation is that I'm very much more so inclined to believe that, yeah, it is possible to have allies, genuine allies, and also to have a way to redirect our energy to acknowledge the good that comes from each individual community. Not all, right? There are certainly some, but there are systems in place that kind of keep us oppressed, and one of them is race, right? Like, race is just another system embedded underneath the classism, right? And then even the political agendas, and it's like, there's so many people that I feel like I have the willingness to understand. And I feel like that's missed on a lot of people. Like, people are so caught up in their own perspective and so caught up on, woe is me. Like, look at me, look at my plight, look at the issues that I'm facing. And wanting to kind of be a victim, right? Like, really stuck in that victim mentality. And I don't like feeling that way, and I don't like to perpetuate it either, which is a challenge, because sometimes people might hear the positivity that I speak about in my music, and they think I'm blind to all of that, or they feel as though, oh, well, things aren't that peachy. And then on the other side of it, right, like, people might hear what I'm talking about, and it's just too positive for them and not enough escapism, right? Like, it's more so about personal accountability, the journey within, introspection, uncovering and discovering oneself and doing the best that we can to navigate this lived experience, regardless of whatever cards we have been dealt. And sometimes that's too on the nose. I appreciate you, Sam. Thank you for, acknowledging the ways in which I go about expressing my thoughts and my considerations through my lyrics, through my artistry. But this is just one of those challenges that I wanted to highlight or bring up. Because yet again, I feel like I want to go back and start rewriting this verse, just because of, it's a feeling that I want associated with this song that is the opposite of bleak and the opposite of what I have been writing thus far, even though this song is invoking that out of me, right? Like, these things feel, it's like a pent-up frustration that I seem to be venting as I write. Yet at the same time, it's not. It's almost like when somebody tries to raise their hand in a meeting, right? And say someone shares an idea, and then somebody raises their hand and says, that's not a good idea. But then they have nothing else to contribute, right? Like, they themselves are not saying, oh, that's not a good idea, here's an alternative idea, or here's another way that I might look at that story, right? And so that's what it feels like sometimes in the ways that I was writing that before. I'm like, okay, well, what solution is that actually providing? And furthermore, were people looking for a solution? And I know I'm not doing it for anybody else, but even for me, I feel like that. I feel like, what is that even going to do? What is that the best use of my energy and awareness? And that's why I feel like I consistently strive to write affirmatively to really create an opportunity for me to, hey, peace and blessings there, Supernova, GT Vast Supernova. Yeah. Just looking for that way to express a similar message while still making it feel positive and uplifting. And not just like positive and uplifting, but fun. This beat is fun. This beat is dope. It feels good, and it feels like something that people would want to rock out to. Yet if I keep going down this path where the bars get a little bit too political, too dense, I feel like it's doing the beat a little bit of an injustice. And it's also one of those things where I feel like I am relegating myself or falling victim to the gravity of rumination and harping on issues, right? Like, I feel like there's definitely a better way to escape that. I don't like the idea of perpetuating the victim mentality. And so I want to do my due diligence to acknowledge that and represent that and move away from it in the ways that I approach my music and my artistry. Maybe I want to keep this first part, but not the big mind. Break away from all the ways they condition our minds, because I can spin that into something more positive. Get back to the celebration.
Break away from all the way they condition our minds. Break away from all the ways they condition our minds. Clear space. Break away from all the ways they condition our minds. Clear space for all that finds you in the break away from all the ways they condition our minds. Clear space for all that finds you in the peace and quiet.
What did I do? Did I break it? Oh, I think the pen died. Yep. That's hilarious. Trying to write with my finger. No, that's funny.
Break away from all the ways they condition our minds. For the headspace for the find you in the peaceful times.
I'm gonna freestyle for a little bit and just let that pen charge up.
Break away from all the things that help you clear your mind. No. Break away from all the ways. Break away from all the ways that condition our minds. Find space and time for clear your mind. Break away from all the ways they condition our mind. Clear space for everything that finds your peace and quiet. Yeah. Flow decision, I ain't have the emotion. Boston, that's the closeness.
Yeah. I guess that I don't know. My mind is back and forth, swimming in the basketball. I mean, it's crazy how I lack the flow or focus. I ain't even have to pick the motion. I'm just ocean, floating like a rowboat and thinking about what's at the surface, letting all that comes to me surface and trying to figure out the purpose, but clearing space for the intuition to guide my next decision. And that's what flowing does. Off the top. Just trying to find the right flow. Trying to switch the subject and make it something peaceful. Peaceful. Resistant. Triumphant. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough thinking about my blackness and trying to bring it back to something enjoyable. And then it's tough thinking about my blackness and trying to make it relate to you. Because the life I live is different. And not everyone sees from the same position. And still I try to find a way. Instead of vacillate, pick my purpose and focus in. Dial in like a phone. Yeah. I can't even phone home.
Break away from all the ways that condition our minds. Clear space for all that finds you in the peace and quiet. Break away from all the ways that space for all that finds you in the peace and quiet.
Even that is like still too charged. So let's start over again. Why do I feel so much purpose weighing on this song? For whatever reason, now I feel like I am like in the way of my own intuition in a way. What up, Gavin? Peace and blessings. So the challenge that I'm faced with right now, I've already been writing. There's some stuff that's happened for today's session. Produced this beat earlier. I love it. It feels fun. Feels nice. I'm super excited about the beat, to be completely honest with you. It turned out very well. And at the same time, I'm having trouble writing. And it's only because what has been emerging naturally is something a bit more charged, politically or socially, racially, right? It was kind of brought up in the topic of conversation a little bit earlier, something about like Black History Month or whatever. And then that just like kind of put my mind into a certain gravity that I've been having difficulty pulling myself away from. And, you know, it's that like imprint of rumination in a way where your mind kind of falls into that little trap or that little train of thought that's hard to escape. And so right now I'm like, well, this beat is very dope. Hey, Pac-Man. It's all good. We've been doing well. We've been holding it down. Created a fire beat. I was just expressing how lyrically I am meeting a conundrum. I am having a conundrum. I'm conflicted because what is naturally pouring out is something politically, racially charged, or something a bit more potentially bleak in nature. But the way that the beat makes me feel is a little more positive, or at least more so in the mindset that, wow, this is a dope beat that would feel really good to just vibe out to and ride to, and not have to worry about the weight of anything political, racial, social, or any of those kinds of things, you know? So, yeah. But I think that there was just like a bit of venting that my mind was going through as I was expressing on this song. And I'm not mad at it. But yeah, like, it's weird. Like, my intuition and my gut are like kind of having this back and forth, right? Where it's like what I'm writing feels like I'm clearing space to get to what I really would like to say. Yeah, and Sam, exactly that, right? I like the idea of motivating self, and of motivating you all, and of also like not feeding that wolf. If you all have ever heard the parable of the two wolves, we have two wolves within us, one good and one bad, one optimistic, one pessimistic, so to speak, and not both wolves can exist simultaneously, right? Like, at some point, yeah, they will both live together for a time being, but eventually one has to be fed and the other has to be starved. And so it's our choice as we move through this life to decide which one of those wolves we feed and which one of those wolves we starve. And so that's why I get really cautious in considering the direction that my lyrics go sometimes, because yeah, I recognize, okay, sometimes it is called for it. Sometimes there's a song that wants to have the political charge and everything like that, but to a certain extent I'm like, well, what is the solution in it, right? And also, does it actually does it actually feel like what I want the song to become, right? And so that's just where I was stuck at. Thank you for that, Pac-Man. Yeah. Nah, We The Sauce, it's not your fault. It's not like you brought up, it was a great idea. Mind you, it didn't have to be that deep, and it didn't even have to be like bleak or politically charged just from the Black History Month position, right? Like, that could still be something very positive and optimistic. I just started to kind of go down that path with it, you know what I'm saying? And then once my mind kind of went there, it's been difficult to kind of like pull myself out of that frame of reference to reclaim a more positive spin or light on how I might approach the same subject, right? And so that's why I started to to approach the lyrics again and again, where it's like, okay, maybe this is just something that I needed to vent about, and then to move on to that next thing. Okay, vent about this. All right, let's clean the slate again. You know, so that's just the process of where I'm at currently. Yeah. Because this one just feels so chill. It feels really good. And I want the song to feel good. And I also just, like, tea is ice cold, by the way. How did I approach that first one? Like, the first one was, like, crazy.
Who can we call our allies? It's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black persistence, switch out our opposition. Feed all the lies and deny all that we petition, and still I be resistant. I once hoped that we could leave the past behind, but y'all quick to hit rewind with the tactics. Tactile to suppression and misdirection. The 1% wanna keep our aggression at a skin tone. Yeah, pigment ain't the classification on how they rigging class. Ain't you supposed to be good at math?
Right? Something like that. That low-key need this instrumental. Yeah, right? It's a good one. Join the Discord. Join the Discord, bro. I'm gonna give everybody in the Discord the benefits of this month of Forever Flows. So the tracks that I've been dropping into my Untitled, I'll give y'all a link to it. I'll add all the lyrics to each song to it. And I'll see if there's a way I can also have the instrumental versions. The link to my Discord should now be working directly on my Kick profile. So just check there, click that link, and join the Discord. And then by the end of the month, once I wrap up with everything, then I'll give y'all access to the things for being the real supporters. Y'all really been in here with me. Thank you for that, Pac-Man. Yeah, no, they were good. It just you said it works? Like, I mean, I don't know. It just feels so charged, and it's like this is tough. Right. Well,
who can we call our allies? It's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black persistence, switch out our opposition. Feed all the lies and deny all that we petition, and still I be resistant. I once hoped that we could leave the past behind, but y'all quick to hit rewind with the tactics. Tactile to suppression and misdirection. The 1% wanna keep aiming our aggression at a skin tone. Yeah, pigment ain't the classification on how they rigging class.
I'm a work with it and through it. Yeah, and that's usually how I go about it. Like, there's a song, I dropped an album called And, right? So, as y'all know, my artist name is Mr. Wildenfree. And my first, technically official debut album, I called The Wild. Naturally, that might imply that there may eventually be an album called The Free. And in the interim, there was an album that I released called And, just the ampersand. And so that's on streaming services. And one of the songs, a friend of mine who happens to be white created a beat that was phenomenal, and I rapped on it. And it was like a great way to talk about the idea of collaboration and unity, while also addressing the ideas of separation, right? And how a lot of that gets internalized. Because there I was talking about the challenges of being a black man in America while also being able to express myself on a beat that was provided to me by a white ally, right? By a friend. And so it's a very interesting and unique juxtaposition. And so I believe it was the closing track on my album, but in a lot of ways it was like addressing hatred, not just for others, but self-hatred, hatred of the current conditions, hatred of the things that cause us to hate, and then wanting some kind of reform, wanting some kind of relief and release from that. So yeah, definitely go check that one out. There was definitely a lot of vulnerability in this particular album, but yeah. And I think another reason why I feel so challenged by this record is because then it starts this interesting conversation. And not starts, but it continues the conversation. And I was mentioning this a little bit earlier before, but it's like, and I'm tired and exhausted of perpetuating the victim mentality, even if it's justified, right? Like, to be completely honest, there are still ways that I'm discovering ways that in particular black people have been oppressed, right? And I only say that speaking as a black person. I am sure there are others of other communities that might feel oppression in certain ways in other countries and other places, right? But just speaking to my own experience, there are still ways I am uncovering injustice and learning about those things and not wanting to be at wit's end with my lived experience because of that, right? Which is, it speaks to how I started the next verse, right? Where the verse that I started to rewrite, where I say, break away from all the ways they condition our minds for bleak demise. Re-energize from the smallest glimpse of inner light. They want to siphon our energy, make us enemies, and fight amongst each other, sow doubt like among us while they feed upon us for personal gain. No choice but to play the game. Goth 6, what up? Peace and blessings. And so, even in the second approach, I feel like I was getting a little clearer. Initially, break away from all the ways they condition our mind for bleak demise. Because this is a bit more agnostic. This speaks to everyone, not just my own experience, but to everyone. And re-energizing from the smallest glimpse of inner light. Oftentimes, we get stuck in experiences, whether it's, economic slavery, right? Like, running the rat race, actual oppression, right? Actual slavery, actual abuse, right? Sometimes we get stuck in certain situations where darkness is the predominant force or the predominant weight of our existence. And a lot of people seek some kind of escape, or they just have trouble like really finding their way through that, right? And so when I speak to that, the smallest glimmer of light, there are many people in this world who are powering forward just off of the smallest glimmer of light they have inside. Somehow, some way, they are keeping hope alive within, perhaps family and friends, right? And that's more to the energy that I would like to speak to. It's finding that glimmer of light. glimmer of light.
Finding that glimmer of light. Break away from all the ways they condition our minds for bleak demise. Being our drives from the smallest.
Tiniest. No, I like smallest because it gives me like there's like a little hip hop break in there.
From the smallest glimmer of light. Break away from all the... Yeah.
Wildenfree. Playing around with the tonality of it too.
Break away from all the ways they condition our minds for bleak demise. Re-energize from the smallest glimmer of light. Break away from all the ways they condition our minds for bleak demise. Re-energize from the smallest glimmer of light.
So even that exists in a juxtaposition. And what I would like to strive to do is pinpoint something that exists. Peace and blessings, brother. Good to see you. Is pinpoint a frame of reference that is so deeply rooted in its truth and in its light and in its focus that it's not gonna say that it fails to acknowledge the duality of the scenario, but really honing in on the juxtaposition. Thank you, Christian. Definitely appreciate it, bro. Oh shoot, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it is 7:06. I completely forgot. We definitely got our meeting at 7:30. This session has been going on a little bit longer than it needs to. Not gonna lie to you. I was about to try to rewrite this verse, but I might just have to stick with what I got so that I can be off by the time our meeting starts. Forgot about that, y'all. Oh, Vicarious Lee, peace and blessings. Thank you for popping in. Definitely subscribe, definitely follow, definitely chime in. Check out the YouTube channel. I got a playlist where I've been creating a brand new song every day for the month of February. We are now on the 24th, and we will be creating up until the end of the month. But I have a playlist on YouTube where you can go back and watch the performance recording of every song that I've created so far this month. So just go to my YouTube channel. It should be linked in the profile. Also join the Discord if you're interested. I'll be sharing a link to some of the stuff a little bit later on once the month has concluded. But yeah, definitely appreciate that vicariously. And thank you, We the Sauce. All right, first verse. First verse goes like this, or what I got so far.
Wild and free, forever flowing the 24th. Who can we call our allies? It's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black persistence, switch out our opposition. Feed all the lies and deny all that we petition. And still I be resistant. I once hoped that we could leave the past behind, but y'all quick to hit rewind with the tactics. Tactile, the suppression, the misdirection. The 1% wanna keep aiming our aggression at a skin tone. Yet pigment ain't the classification on how they rigging class. Ain't y'all supposed to be good at math?
I might live with it, but here's the deal, y'all. Here's the deal. I might revisit this song one day. Just because the political conversation, the racial conversation, the rabbit hole goes deep. And just because I'm black, don't assume to understand or know the way that I perceive the world or the depths of the consideration that I have around the matter. And I understand I don't live in a silo as much as we like to think, right? As much as we like to think we live in silos, we do not. This world is integrated in ways we can not comprehend, and we don't do enough justice to acknowledge. But allow me to vent on this one. I'll just say it that way.
Yeah. Who can we call our allies? It's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black persistence, switch out our opposition. Feed all the lies and deny all that we petition. And still I be resistant. I once hoped that we could leave the past behind, but y'all quick to hit rewind with the tactics. Tactile, the suppression and misdirection. The 1% wanna keep aiming aggression at a skin tone. Yet pigment ain't the classification on how they rigging class. Ain't y'all supposed to be good at math? Break away from all the ways they condition our minds for bleak demise. Re-energize from the smallest glimpse of inner lie. They wanna siphon our energy, make us enemies and fight amongst each other. So doubt like among us while they beat upon us for personal gain. No choice but to play the game. Shit been saying same, I been everything. Surely our responsibility it's your responsibility to lift yourself up. No, it's our responsibility.
That's it. Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll get a little bit more and then we'll... Yeah.
Who can we call our allies? It's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black persistence, switch out our position. Feed all the lies and deny all that we petition. And still I be resistant. I once hoped that we could leave the past behind, but y'all quick to hit rewind with the tactics. Tactile, the suppression and misdirection. The 1% wanna keep aiming aggression at a skin tone. Yet pigment ain't the classification on how they rigging class. Ain't y'all supposed to be good at math? Break away from all the ways they condition our minds for bleak demise. Yeah, yeah. How they breaking class? Ain't you supposed to be good at the math? Break away from all the.
Okay. Let me start typing this out real quick so we can get this thing going, because I know I'm on a bit of a time crunch. Bit more than I realized. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'll be so in it. I'll be so in the flow of this. Like, there is nothing else that exists and nothing else for me to do. Matter of fact, that's how the last Friday went. Completely didn't realize I missed the whole Friday because I was live streaming for 8 hours. Alright, let me whoops. Switch out. I'll just say hour. Tactile, the suppression. Tactile. The suppression. At a skin tone, if pigment ain't the classification on how they rigging class. Ain't you supposed to be good at math? Break away from all the ways they condition our minds for belief demise. Re-energize from the smallest glimpse of inner light. No, from the smallest glimmer of light. Oops. They want to siphon our energy, make us enemies, and fight amongst each other, sow doubt like among us, while they feed upon us for personal gain. No choice but to play the game. Ship and stain the same. I don't ever blame my brothers for the reason. I'm gonna say shook, but it's our responsibility to pick ourselves up know they'll never. Ready to pick ourselves up, cause we know they'll never give them reparations of it. I'm not gonna say never. Let me not say never. I don't wanna, put the nail in the coffin. To pick ourselves up and acknowledge been there for us. There we go. I think that's it. I'm done. Alright, let's see. Alright, we recording. Let's get this. Boom, boom. We gonna turn that instrumental up. We gonna get the mic right. Yeah, wild and free. Let's see what we got. What time is it? 7:18. All right. Wild and free, forever flowing. The 24th. Well, who can we call our allies? It's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black persistence, switch out our opposition. Feed all the lies and deny all that we petition. And still I be resisting. I once hoped that we could leave the past behind, but y'all quick to hit rewind with the tactics. Tactile to suppression and misdirection. The 1% wanna keep aiming our aggression at a skin tone. Yet pigment ain't the classification on how they rigging class. Ain't y'all supposed to be good at the math? Break away from all. Okay, ain't y'all supposed to be good at? Ain't y'all supposed to be good at the math? Break away from all. All right. Let me see. Also gotta check the recording volume anyway. Per usual, I'm getting the timing down. And hold on 1 second. What I know for sure is not gonna take me as long as you usually do. Hold on, I'm sorry, I gotta pause that real quick. And just gotta check the audio levels real quick. Alright. Let me see. Also gotta check the that's me talking over myself. Hit play. Call our allies, it's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Okay, I think the volume levels are good. Alright, let's get back to it. Wild and free. Hold on, let me Okay, that's good. There we go. Wild and free, forever flowing. The 24th. Well, who can we call our allies? It's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black persistence, switch out opposition. Feed all the lies and deny all that we petition. And still I be resistant. I once hoped that we could leave the past behind, but y'all quick to hit rewind with the tactics. Tactile to suppression and misdirection. The 1% wanna keep aiming our aggression at a skin tone. Yet pigment ain't the classification on how they rigging class. Ain't y'all supposed to be good at the math? Break away from all the ways that they condition our minds for bleak demise. That wasn't it either. Classification on how they rigging class. Ain't y'all supposed to be good at math? Break away from all the ways they condition our minds for bleak demise. Wild and free, forever flowing. The 24th. Well, who can we call our allies? It's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black persistence, switch our opposition. Feed all the lies and deny all that we petition. And still I be resistant. I once hoped that we could leave the past behind, but y'all quick to hit rewind with the tactics. Tactile to suppression and misdirection. The 1% wanna keep aiming our aggression at a skin tone. Yet pigment ain't the classification on how they rigging class. Ain't you supposed to be good at the math? Break away from all the ways they condition our minds for bleak demise. Re-energize. Break away from all the
condition our minds for bleak demise. Re-energize from the smallest glimmer of light.
I think it's when the beat changed I lose it.
Break away from all the ways they condition our minds for bleak demise. Re-energize.
All right, okay. Whoops. Yeah. Wild and free, forever flowing the 24. Well, who can we call our allies? It's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black persistence, switch our opposition. Feed all the lies and deny all that we petition. And still I be resistant. I once hoped that we could leave the past behind, but y'all quick to hit rewind with the tactics. Tactile, the suppression and misdirection. The 1% wanna keep aiming our aggression at a skin tone. Yet pigment ain't the classification on how they rigging class. Ain't y'all supposed to be good at the math? Break away from all the ways they condition our minds for bleak demise. Re-energize from the smallest glimmer of light. They wanna siphon our energy, make us enemies and fight amongst each other. So doubt like among us while they feed upon us for personal gain. No choice but to play the game. Shit been staying the same. I don't ever blame my brothers for the reason they shook. But it's our responsibility to pick ourselves up and acknowledge all the allies that have been there for us. Yeah. Well, break away from. Ain't supposed to be good at the man. Break away from all the ways. I feel like I can give it another beat, a downbeat on there. Okay, we'll see. Ooh, I'm pushing it close. All right, let's see. Wild and free, forever flowing, the 24th. Who can I call our allies? It's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black persistence, switch our opposition. Feed all the lies and deny all that we petition. And still I be resisting. I once hoped that we could leave the past behind, but y'all quick to hit rewind with the tactics. Tactile, the suppression and misdirection. The 1% wanna keep aiming. The 1% wanna keep. The 1% wanna keep. The 1% wanna keep aiming. All right, cool. Wild and free, forever flowing the 24th. Well, who can I call our allies? Who can we? Who can we? Wild and free, forever flowing the 24th. Well, who can we call our allies? It's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black persistence, switch our opposition. Feed all the lies and deny all that we petition. And still I be resistant. I once hoped that we could leave the past behind, but y'all quick to hit rewind with the tactics. Tactile, the suppression and misdirection. The 1% wanna keep aiming our aggression at a skin tone. Yet pigment ain't the classification on how they rigging class. Ain't y'all supposed to be good at math? Break away from all the ways they condition our minds for bleak demise. Re-energize from the smallest glimmer of light. They wanna siphon our energy, make us enemies and fight amongst each other. So doubt like among us while they feed upon us for personal gain. No choice but to play the game. Shit been staying the same, but I don't ever blame my brothers for the reason they shook. But it's our responsibility to pick ourselves up and acknowledge all the allies that have been there for us. Well, alright. And that's it. Alright, I think that's it. If it is, it is. If it ain't, it is. Wow, the ability to pick up. Well, who can I call our allies? Who can we? Who can we? Wild and free, forever flowing the 24. Just listening back.
Well, who can we call our allies? There's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black persistence, switch our
Man.
opposition. Feed all the lies and deny all that we petition. And still I be resistant. I once hoped that we could leave the past behind, but y'all quick to hit rewind with the tactics. Tactile, the suppression and misdirection. The 1% wanna keep aiming our aggression at a skin tone. Yet pigment ain't the classification on how they rigging class. Ain't y'all supposed to be good at math? Break away from all the ways they condition our minds for bleak demise. Re-energize from the smallest glimmer of light. They wanna siphon our energy, make us enemies and fight amongst each other. So doubt like among us while they feed upon us for personal gain. No choice but to play the game. Shit been staying the same, but I don't ever blame my brothers for the reason they shook. But it's our responsibility to pick ourselves up and acknowledge all the allies that have been there for us.
Yeah, that's it. That was it.
There's been too much division. The way that I was wild and free forever. Wild and free forever.
With
Flowing
1 minute.
24.
Right, all right.
Well, who can we call our allies? There's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all all right. And that's it.
All right. I think. All right, bet. Thank y'all. That's been it. It's been a good vibe. Appreciate y'all. We are going to end today's live stream right now because I got to hop into a meeting. But yeah, I would say that I was able to get it right at the nick of time. And I gave in to where the song was going thematically. And, you know, just let it be what it is. So, yeah, I appreciate y'all. And definitely see y'all tomorrow. Take care.